Kia ora, dydh and hello. My name's Tessa and I'm your Cornish Kiwi Coach. Today I thought I'd share some reflections as a 40-something-year-old. Growing up in the 1980s, my childhood was filled with TV adventure classics. MacGyver would deactivate bombs and save the day, and Hannibal from the A-Team would utter those famous words, "I love it when a plan comes together." Annika Rice would run around persuading people to help her complete a challenge for charity. And Richard O'Brien would host the Crystal Maze, where all the puzzles needed to be solved to gain that shiny crystal. My childhood witnessed fashion statement pieces, from shoulder pads to puff sleeves, to leg warmers and lycra, to slogan t-shirts, shell suits, perms and side ponytails. Weekends were filled with building tree houses, riding my bike, playing football, making up stories and drawing Garfield. In between, my brother and I would wait not so patiently for our favourite games to load on the Spectrum computer. Then on Sundays I'd sit for hours listening to the top 40 and record it from the radio, repeatedly stopping and starting the cassette player to avoid the DJ's voiceover in between. Oh, how times have changed. When I reflect on my 30s, I was excited to reach that milestone. I felt like my life was just so sorted. How little did I know that it was all an illusion and the rocky road would shudder me through my 30s. I can only hope that the lessons I've learnt are paving the way for an amazing decade ahead of me. But life is what you make of it, right? Adventure, excitement, adrenaline, travel, or whatever makes you happy. It's there for the taking if you set your sights on it. It does feel like a lot has changed throughout my years, and I guess that's part of life and a reality for us all. Technology, inventions, research, births, marriages, deaths, war, a pandemic, a generation of kings ahead of us, just the tip of the iceberg. Now I'm older, I find myself reminiscing over the good old days and trying to get my head around things. Things like Back to the Future, where the film takes us to the future that's now already our past. I look at the dates of ancestors and try and get my head around the fact that maybe one day someone will look at my birth year and will go, "Whoa, that person was born in the 1980s. I wonder if I'll have a midlife crisis, whether that's coming up soon or whether I've actually already had it." I'm riddled with flashbacks and cringeworthy moments, but I'm utterly grateful to be here and to have reached a point in my life where my mind will allow myself to be free, to let it all go and to embrace every perfect imperfection and enjoy the rollercoaster ride called life. After all, age is just a number, right? Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe channel if you want to see more.